Hi guys, I'm Chirag Arya and really grateful to be here and speak here. I'll be talking about AI is a mirror, what we see will shape who we become. I want you to imagine something. You walk into a room, on the wall, there's a mirror. Now you look into it, but instead of reflecting your face, it reflects the world. Not just the world as it is, but the world as you have shaped it. Your values, your habits, your stories, your mistakes, that mirror is AI, artificial intelligence. And just like a mirror, it shows what's in front of it, but it can also distort, magnify, or erase parts of the picture depending on what we feed it. So yeah, let's. So here I have to tell you a very interesting story that last year a teacher from a small village in India wrote to my team. She said that your AI speaks my students' dialect for the first time in any technology that we have used. They laughed, they cried, they said the computer finally knows them. Now, for her students, it wasn't just about convenience, it was about identity, about being part of the reflection. Now, that's when I realized that AI just doesn't mirror technology, it mirrors humanity. When we teach it kindness, it learns kindness. When we teach it prejudice, it learns prejudice and reflects it right back. Now, here's the simple truth AI doesn't think and it doesn't understand in a human sense. Yet, we are still a long way from that. We hear about AGI, ASI, we are really a long way from that. But most of today's powerful AI systems, like large language model, follow three main steps. Number one, collect. They gather enormous amounts of human created data, like books, articles, conversations, code, music lyrics, government records, pretty much everything that exists on the internet and offline. Second, learn. They use algorithms, often neural networks, to find patterns. If certain words or ideas appear together often, the system learns that relationship. And third, predict. They generate output so it can be a sentence, an image, a translation, based or more based on those learned patterns. It's pattern recognition at scale. That's the technical part. But let's come to the human part. The patterns they learned are ours. They learn from us. If the data it contain bias, stereotypes, or falsehood, the AI will absorb them the same way. If the data leaves out certain communities, the AI won't know they exist. That's the complicated part, and we'll try to make it better. So imagine you are standing between two mirrors facing each other. Now the reflection bounces back and forth into infinity. With AI, we are doing something similar. Humans, they create data. AI learns from it. AI produces answer, then those answer influence humans. Now humans create more data and the cycle keeps on going and repeating itself. Now the problem is if the reflection is distorted at the start, it can get more distorted over time. That's why people talk about algorithmic amplification, where the biases can grow stronger and not weaker. So it gets much complicated over there. But now let's connect it to our theme, kaleidoscope interludes. Now a kaleidoscope has just a few colored pieces, mirrors and light. But each tiny twist creates a completely new pattern. In AI, the pieces are our data, the mirrors are our algorithms, and the light is our intention. So you change any one of these, and the pattern of the AI's output change completely. This is why small decisions in even AI design matter a lot. So let's discuss how do they matter. So first, you change the data set, you change the worldview. You change the objective, you change what it values. You change who's in the room building it, and you change whose story gets told. Now, here's a bit of tech you might have not heard about, and I'm really excited to talk about this. So, most people think that AI is just about making bigger models with more compute, more data, more power, and more cost. But there's another path, which is called as small language models, also called as SLMs, and you'll be hearing a lot of this in the future, and it's already been started. So instead of billions of parameters and huge server farms, these are lean, efficient models trained on carefully curated data. One method that my team was worked on, single bit data encoding for natural language processing or NLP. So in plain English, it just means that you are representing information in the smallest possible digital form without losing the meaning or without losing the accuracy. Now the question comes, why does this matter? It matters because one, it makes AI run faster on cheaper devices. You can run it on your phones, you can run it on your watches, you can run it locally. Second, it reduces environmental impact by lowering energy use, which is a question that a lot of you might ask, that AI is not so sustainable, but how can we make it sustainable? This is the way. Third, it allows AI to be used offline, which means even in rural schools without good internet, it can benefit a lot. Now, the mirror doesn't have to be massive to be powerful. Sometimes a smaller, well polished mirror shows a clearer reflection. And that's what we learn about the small languages model. If we talk about early AI image generators or early AI models, we realize when they ask for, or when we ask for a CEO image, they almost always produce just a white man in the suit. Not because the AI believed that this was correct, but because that's what the training data mostly showed. Now, when researchers added more examples of women, people with disabilities, leaders from different cultures, and other things, the mirror completely changed. Now, when you ask, how does a CEO look? It can look like a sari wearing woman in Delhi or a man on the wheelchair in probably Africa or some other place. This is how direct the link is between what AI sees and what it shows. Now, the question that comes is, if the AI mirror is, reflecting only the most common, loudest, or the most profitable patterns, we can risk erasing entire languages, cultural practice that exist outside the mainstream, as well as narrow communities that, just don't make it on the internet or at other places. So it can get really tough for those communities or languages to exist and to, exist in the data set when we are talking about AI. So the danger isn't that AI is malicious. The danger is that it's incomplete, and an incomplete reflection can still influence complete human decisions. Now, what you can do as audience. So you don't have to code to influence AI. Here's how you can shape the mirror. Number one, share accurate, thoughtful information online so the AI learns from it. Amplify underrepresented voices as it broadens the data set. Question AI's answers like who is missing from this picture, and keep doing it until AI, learns from it. And fourth, support technology that works in multiple languages and for different communities. Now, these actions may feel really small right now to you, that, how can we make a difference with such small changes? But remember, in a kaleidoscope, small shifts create entirely new pattern. So AI will not decide a future alone. It will hold up a large mirror, and we will decide whether to stand tall or look away. The question I leave you with today is this, that if the next generation sees themselves through the AI we build today, will they like what they see? Now the question, you have to think about it, because the mirror is in our hands. So let's make sure it reflects the best of us. Thank you.